Supreme afternoon. Much gratitude for coming to another episode of Blunt Talk. Everyone knows you as Black the CEO.
Yes.
So I want them to know who you are. Who are you?
Who am I?
What is your real name?
My real name is William Anthony Barbour. And that last name is sacred. Very sacred.
Very. I get that. I feel that in my soul and people don't even know why.
Exactly.
Okay, so let's get to the point. Everybody always talks to you about your hand in music and what you do, what it is you input and all of that. And I don't want to talk about that right now.
Okay.
I want to talk about William Anthony. That's who I want to talk about.
All right.
Where you come from?
Well, I was born and raised in Wilmington, Delaware. I spent time from Delaware and between Delaware and North Carolina, where my family's from.
Okay. How much time would you say that you spent in North Carolina?
As a kid, I remember going down like once or twice. That was probably like a year. Then I went down when I was 19, and I came back when I was like 27.
Okay.
So, yeah, like 8 years.
So how was your childhood? How would you say your childhood was?
Well, I ain't going to say that I had a bad or a rough childhood. I had a very, very loving and supporting cast. Like my mother, my grandmother, my aunts, they did their thing with me. I didn't have too many male role models other than like my older cousins and my uncles. But my male role, like my father figures, like disappeared. You get what I'm saying? Like I had that. I did have the fortune of having a biological father and a stepfather, which I still have today, and that I'm grateful for because I had both of them. But one of them went to jail. One of them just took off, went to North Carolina. You feel me? And started his own life and started doing his own thing.
Have you ever reconnected with them?
Yes, absolutely. I see these fools every I see these fools every day. They get on my nerves, both of them.
I heard that. Well,
But I appreciate them though, because when I need them, they're there.
Good. That's a good thing right there.
Mm-hmm.
So we had a little oopsie, and that's how real I am. I thought that we was recording a little while ago, and we was having the most best session
Let's go back
ever.
there. Let's go back there. Where
We gotta get
at?
that energy back. So I said that to say this. We were talking about you getting into crime when you were at a very young age. Can we get back there?
All right. It started, my first experience with getting in trouble and going to jail, actually being arrested and interrogated, was when I was 12 years old. Like, I got into a lot of fights and stuff. As a kid, I could not keep my hands to myself. I was always getting kicked out of school for punching on somebody, fighting somebody, getting jumped on or whatever. But my first experience with going to jail was when I was 12 years old, and it was for Grand Theft Auto. I made it out of that situation, and then my second time was when I think I was 14, and that was for robbery.
Now, when you were 12 years old, where were you at when you went to jail?
I went to jail overnight. I went to the detention center for a day. It was an overnight situation, and then I got bailed out the next day.
What state?
Oh, here in Delaware.
Okay.
That was my first experience.
So where did they take you to?
To the detention center. They interrogated me and then took me to the detention center for 24 hours. My mom and my grandma came and got me.
Is that Camelot?
Nah, it was Bridge House.
Bridge House.
They call it Bridge House, yeah.
Okay. So then let's go to 14.
Yeah, 14.
Wait, no, I want to back up. So at 12, what was the punishment? What happened?
The girl ended up taking the charge. The girl stole the truck, but she crashed it, and that's how we got caught. But she ended up taking that charge.
Okay, so they get nothing for that.
No, I ain't getting nothing for that.
You got in no more trouble until 14, and
I got in a lot of trouble in between that time with fighting and stuff in school though.
Okay.
Yeah, I was an ornery ass. I was always. It's crazy because I was. And as a father of a child, my son is 7 years old, and I see it coming, and I pray to God that he's nothing like me. But I was the smartest kid in the class, and I got my work done, but I got bored fast. So I used to start and pick on people, and first time somebody say something to me, I want to fight. So I had misplaced anger.
I got you. So, where did that anger come from? May I ask that?
at that time, I didn't know where it was coming from, but it was coming from a place of, I got to be the toughest man in the room. I got to be able to protect myself. Because like I was saying earlier, all the male role models that I know of always was running between Delaware and North Carolina, so they was running all the time. So I had nobody really to protect me, so I had to learn how to protect myself. And then I got siblings, and the way my mother raised me and my grandmama raised me was like, you're the oldest, you take care of, you know what I'm saying, make sure you protect and take care of your siblings. So I always had to be I guess in my mind, be the toughest person in the room. But the anger came from, I feel like it came from not having the father or having, the male role models.
Right. So how did you deal with it eventually, or you just kept fighting?
No, what happened is I don't know, I had an epiphany. I got locked up. We going a little further ahead, but in 2011, I lost my grandma. My grandma was like a very big pinnacle in my life. Like, you know what I'm saying? This woman, they say you only fall in love 3 times in your life. A man only falls in love 3 times in his life. My grandma was one of them. You feel me? That was the biggest heartbreak of my life. And at that time, I got in trouble. I was spiraling out of control, and I got in trouble and I lost everything. And I had the potential of doing 25 years. I got sentenced to 25 years. I lost trial in 2011.
Damn.
I lost trial. I was on a suicide mission. Like, I was trying to sacrifice myself in any way possible. I was taking charges for people, all that. I had a situation when we was locked up, paperwork party, y'all know what that means. Bringing paperwork out. One of the boys from the law library that worked in the law library showed me some clauses in my case. I went back, here I am. You know what I'm saying? I fought for my life. So, that's where that led me. At that point in time in my life, I promised never to give no more time of my life to that. Right. I didn't want that. I don't want that. My grandma, I feel like her life is more important and was more important with the teachings and the lessons. And I feel like the baton, you know what I'm saying, is being passed. So I got to do what I got to do, whether I want to or not.
So I'm going to go backwards, but while we're on this subject, I'm going to stay right here. Do you mind telling us what you were incarcerated for?
Yeah, I was incarcerated. That time I was incarcerated, I got caught with 2 guns. I was with a homeboy. I ain't going to say no names, but, he wasn't riding right. Police came in my house, searched my house. They found 3,000 ecstasy pills and 2 guns. One of them supposedly had a body on it. They never charged me for a body, but you're going to charge me for a gun. How did I not get caught up in any of that? I don't understand. Some stuff don't sound right. But, hey, it was a lot of mistakes and fuck-ups. And plus, this was during the time of, they was doing that medical examiner shit. Remember that?
Yeah.
It was during that time. So evidence, a lot of stuff was like wishy-washy in the case.
Aren't you glad that it was a mess up? Because
hell yeah,
if they had charged you with the body, nigga, you would probably still be in there.
But you know what I learned during that situation, that process, is perception. Because the whole time I was winning my case, but I couldn't control my anger and my emotions, so I started cussing my lawyer out. I started arguing with him. So it gave them a character of me of like, I'm a savage. And it's like, dude, no, I'm fighting for my life. And this is what's going on.
I feel that.
But it's different ways you can fight for yourself. You ain't always got to be, aggressive and all that. And that's what that taught me at that point in time.
Yeah, but sometimes in life, the way we are raised and brought up, we're not taught sometimes how to deal with things other than an aggressive way.
Yeah.
Other than a savage way. Not some of us, not all of us have that, but some of us really are taught that way. And I look at the kids today and it's just so sad.
It's fight or flight. It's like that mentality, and the way, I'm going to be honest with you, the world that we live in today, right? And I got to say this, has demasculated and emasculated our boys. You feel me?
I agree.
And it's our fault as fathers. It's not the government fault so much. You feel me? Because we have control over what we allow them to see or hear. You get what I'm saying? So we can control that. The teaching starts at home first. So if you don't give that time or pay attention to your child or pay attention to their behaviors, then guess what? They're going to go out here and do whatever, and you know what I'm saying? You missed it. You have to pay attention to what you're like. It's not fair for us to have kids, lay down and have kids, birth them, and then have no direction, no guidance with them. You know what I'm saying? You got to be prepared for that type of stuff because they carry our legacy.
I definitely agree with what you just said, but I have to be interjectory for 1 second with you, because I also know that no matter how much we teach our children or how much we show them and do for them, you can't lead a horse to the, you can lead the horse to the water, but you can't make them drink. And me saying that means I could teach my children to be the greatest person ever. What they choose to be when they walk out of my door is what they choose to be. And I can't control that part.
But what I control in my situation, and I had to learn is I'm my child's biggest influence. I make sure that my child knows that don't do what the world do. Do what you do.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? I'm your biggest influence. I'm your biggest, I don't give a fuck how my kids turn out. If my daughters want to be gay, if you want to be gay and you're serious about that, be serious about that. You know what I'm saying?
Don't do that because somebody else is.
Yes,
right.
Be who you are. I'm comfortable with. I want them to be who they are and allow them to be who they are and to be their supporters, because a lot of these kids, you got to give people, we was taught that kids are not allowed to have opinions, right?
That's not fair.
But it's not fair. You have to hear them out because their way of thinking and the way that we can't watch our kids 24/7. They pick up things just from watching YouTube. You get what I'm saying? They pick up things and then you looking at them like they're strange, like where did you learn that from? But you're not giving them a chance to even tell you because they're afraid that you're going to snap on them. I want to know what the cause, where did the cause of the problem come from, not the consequence of it, because that's all I've dealt with in life, being silenced. You get what I'm saying? You know, so that's where that comes from.
And from a parent myself, that my real father used to put duct tape on my mouth to shut me up. I get that. Because at the same time, right now, the kids that I have, I allow them to tell me how they feel, and I allow them to voice their opinions. And their father, that does not live in a home, which is my ex-husband, does not agree with that. He feels like, what does he say? This is a dictatorship, not a democracy. Like, nigga,
it's a balance, though. But see, in that, and I don't know who that I don't know who your baby father is or your ex-husband is. But for I feel like it's wrong to even put a dictatorship mentality into the child, because guess what? That's telling that person. I believe in freedom. When it comes to, I believe in freedom, and in order for us to learn, you have to go through experiences. Listen, you have to allow your children to have their experiences, because when they have experiences, that's how they learn. I have this perception, I have this saying on life. The person, if y'all take a moment to think about it the longest, when was the first time you ever felt pain that you recall? It goes back to when you first born and the doctor smacks your ass to open up your breathing. And after that, the first person you see is your mother, right? Or your parents. And your parents hurt you the most, but you love them the most, because they're teaching you. You know what I'm saying? Love come through, sometimes it's sad to say, but love come through pain, because it's a balance in life.
I'm going to say that when you live a life the way that he wants to build the children, you cause a problem. Because like you said, then the child can't come to you about anything. They can't talk to you about their innermost things. They'll just talk to you about mediocre shit. It won't be the real them. And when you're trying to make it a dictatorship, then that means you're dictating who that child is going to be, when you're only supposed to be assisting that child and allowing that child to be themselves and define themselves. And this is why a lot of these kids are fucked up out here here walking around shooting people over $10 and shit.
Now, it's a product of it. I'm gonna tell you, it's not the kids' fault. It's not the parents' fault. It's deeper than that. We allowed. This system was set up for us to be, for it to be this way. There's no way around it. If you listen,
it's not just the system, though, because you.
But it's us. We're doing
the frequency of the music too.
Yes.
When we grew up, it was drug dealer music. These kids are listening to drug user music. They think taking Percocets, drinking lean and Molly is fucking cool, and that shit is not.
You know what's crazy, sis? Let's go there then. We're gonna talk about that. We didn't want to get into music, but my perception of the music industry right now. Let's go there. I wish you was in here so we get, because I feel like I keep on looking at you. I'm trying to look at the camera, y'all. Listen, I'm trying to look at
my chair right here,
but I'm looking at her also because I'm dialoguing with her. I'm dialoguing with the sis. But the way I feel about the music industry right now, it's sad, right? Because look at the double standards of shit. Diddy just got locked up for that shit he did, right? We not gonna get into that. But you got women, and I respect the women in the music industry, but you got them out there selling it like right to our children. They are prepping our children to be involved in this shit. They are prepping our children to be over sexual to the point where men don't even know how to approach a woman the right way. Like, it's crazy.
But women do that because they think that's what attracts you. And that's the thing about it. And it is, truthfully. Let's think about it. Let's be real. Y'all are more attracted to trashy shit than you are to classy shit.
No, absolutely not.
Most men are.
Absolutely. You know why?
Most men are.
Because I learned who I am as a being.
Let me say why I said that before you go into that. I said that because most men are driven by what feels good right now. So y'all are all on the physical and what feels good right now. So if something looks good with your physical eye, you think that's about to make you feel good, that's what you go for. And that's that.
That's called picking up soul ties and different energies that
It does, but not everybody is there. Yeah. So you can't really speak on that energetic level when not every man is there.
But I can speak from my experience and you can speak from your experience.
True.
Because we are dialoguing. So from my experience, and this may help somebody else, right? For me, I look at it like I am a man, right? What feels good to me right now feels good to me in the future. Being a father is the greatest thing in my life. Y'all gonna hear me talk about my son a million times. I got daughters too, but my son is something that I never, like, he's the youngest, I'm older, I'm 41. So I get to raise my son with wisdom.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? I get to experience life with my son. I'm not his best friend, but I'm his biggest supporter, and he is my right-hand man. You get what I'm saying? That's it. I don't care how people perceive it. Some people say you're too friendly. No, I'm not. I want to understand who he is. He's 7 years old. We live in a world of influence. Mm-hmm. Kai Cenat is bigger than any rapper out there right now. And what do? He's an influencer. Mm-hmm. You get what I'm saying? In order to do anything, you have to go through the influence network. So I want to be my son's biggest influence.
That's right.
That way, when he step outside and he's involved in life, your decisions are yours. I want to understand why you made your decision. I tell my son all the time, you tell me the truth. You ain't got to tell nobody else what happened, but let dad know what's going on so I can help you. You get what I'm saying? Through this, because I'm only here to guide you. I'm not here to go through it with you. I'm here to give you the wisdom to get to where you need to go. Mm-hmm. And it's my duty to make sure you get there, because if we want to speak, it comes from a selfish place, but it also comes from a broader spectrum. In order for my story to continue on, I got to give it to you this way.
Right.
I got to give it to you this way. I got to allow him to be who he is, to add to the story, because you are my lineage.
That's right.
So it's like, I tell my son all the time, he be like, Dad, I'm a king. I be like, your son, one day you will be a king, but right now you're not a king. Because in order for you to become king, I got to die.
And I want you to not tell him that.
But my son understands death though.
But that doesn't make sense.
It's weird. But
so you're telling him that he can't be a king now because you're alive?
No, because it's lessons in life. I can't let him. Sometimes kids you gotta give them the understanding that I'm not downing you, but there's work to do.
Right, but so now you will still be a king while you're alive. But eventually, because of the way you're raising them.
Absolutely. But If you look at the world's terminology of how the hierarchy go, there's lessons and steps in life that you have to take. You don't want to rush these kids through to think that they, like, I don't want my son to start feeling like he has to take care of everything. Or like because you got to remember, me growing up, I had to be a king.
Right.
And I had different fathers.
So basically, instead of you being the word king, you mean the man of the house. He won't be the man of the house until he becomes a man of his own house.
Man, he is the man of my house. You know why? Because he directed, helped me conduct my life as a man. He's already a king. He's a king in my eyes, but you have work to do. I'm not going to give it to you. You got to earn it.
He does.
He got to earn it. If I walk around and tell him that you a king, guess what? He ain't going to want to do nothing else. I already succeeded. I did it already.
Not really. You lay the forcing of being a king, and he'll keep that going.
I don't want to have to force it. He should want to do it.
I didn't say forcing. I said forcing.
Forcing. Okay,
like
understand.
The land of the law, basically.
Yeah,
not law, but you get what I'm saying. Yeah. This is what kings do.
Yes.
And he'll walk in that light.
Exactly. It's called demonstration. Like, exactly. That's the thing. Like, that's 2026. I swear to God, you're going to see some shirts that says demonstration. No more procrastination. We done with that shit. All of our dreams, the greatest geniuses and the greatest creations are in prisons or in the dirt because they never got birthed out. Because we never did nothing with it. We died with it. We are innovators. We are creators. You feel me? I want to go there, but I don't want to go there because people are not going to understand it. But I believe in a greater cause. I believe in a hierarchy, a higher power, right? But I believe that we all are creators and gods amongst ourselves. Because if I could lay down and I could create my young kid that's coming behind me and he turned out to be the next great whatever, you get what I'm saying? He might find a cure of cancer. He just saved millions of lives. You know what I'm saying? So that's my great. That's a creation that comes from me. You feel me? Right. So you gotta watch what you're doing. When it comes, let's go back. We're gonna segue back, right? Back to when you was talking about like the different women and men's perspective of women, right? One thing that I learned is, right, and this is to give a shout out to my wife. This ain't no sim shit, but I'm giving a shout out to my wife. And at my age now, right, when I go out and I was doing music, it's a lot of beautiful women. A lot of beautiful women. They all in your face. But what I'm watching from wisdom is I'm watching you bounce from him to him, to him, to him. You're not mine. What's mine, that's my greatest happiness, is what's mine. I'm selfish. This is mine. I built this. I work for this. This belongs to me. Now we can move forward, because in my life, and the reason why I feel that way, I'm sorry, I'm not taking over the interview, but I have to say this because it's there. The reason why I feel that way is because I helped and gave too many people. I put them first. Everything that was mine belonged to them, and I was left with nothing. Right. The idea, the vision was dead. And I spent multiple years of my life, letting people sleep on my couch, feeding people, letting people just be in my personal life. You feel me? Letting them be around my kids and bringing these energies around. Right. You know what I'm saying? I lost who I was. Up until about a year ago, man, I slowed my whole life down. I don't know what happened, but I woke up one day and I said, this is it. This is it. The last interview, y'all seen it, did great numbers. How about that? How about that? They did great numbers, but how about that? Now that we here today, I'm gonna grab my nuts and I can talk shit again. Can I talk shit again real quick, y'all?
Talk shit.
All right, listen to this, right?
Yeah, shit.
Y'all seen what happened in them other interviews, right? But did y'all see the responses behind it? Y'all see what happened? It started a fire. Understand the difference between a personality and what's going on in real life. Y'all was getting a personality. Sis asked for me. I'm giving y'all me. You get what I'm saying? I'm giving y'all me. So understand the difference between people's personalities in their life and respect their boundaries, please.
And see, some people don't know how to do that just there.
Yes, it's just like, because it's a crazy world that we live in. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, man, the best thing for you to do is don't let nobody influence you, man. You be your greatest influence. You be your greatest influence.
And when you say that, I've been trying to figure a way, but you kept talking to put this in when we're talking about influencing with the kids, because my main point is this, and it's not my main point, so I'm not going to say that, but one of my points is this. For example, Crocs. That was a nursing shoe. I used to wear that as I was doing nursing. Why the fuck is that a shoe that everybody
Because one person wore it.
Wears?
The right person wore it.
But see, that's what I'm saying. Everybody is followers. Nobody wants to be a leader. Everybody sees one thing like the Stanley Cup. Now these people are buying it. Now the whole world's buying it. You jump on these waves and it's sad to me. Jump on your own fucking wave.
So social media, right? Think about it. It's a social experiment. Social media, it's a media outlet. YouTube, all that has taken over TV networks.
True.
It's a social experiment, right?
I want to
like, share, follow.
You're right. Because somebody might say, well, bitch, you doing a podcast and you just like you jumped on the wave and this and that and that. But guess what? The difference is I might interview some people about their businesses. I might interview some people about their music, just like everybody else. But the difference is my podcast, I'm really trying to reach out to people about their lifestyle, about what happened to them in their childhood, to help, that made them be an unhealthy, toxic adult. That can help another motherfucker not do that. Or to help a motherfucker see how to get through life. That's what my shit is about. Raw, uncut, nothing gets swept under the rug. You feel me?
And this is dope. This is a great experience. I'm telling you, a lot of people going to get healing from this. I'm telling you, man, listen. I just told y'all I was at a point of suicide. I was at a point of self-sabotage, but
and that's what
I had to kill myself. Every day you have to wake up. And when you wake up, make it a ritual in your life that when you're waking up, you're dead from last night. You gotta make yourself we are in a world where we are here to recreate and procreate.
We are.
You feel me? So every day we are, just like you came up, it's something that was already created. It's a podcast. Everybody doing podcasts, that's dope. But it's all about the substance of the podcast and what you prefer to listen to.
Correct.
You know what I'm saying? You're a dope podcaster. You feel me? You doing your goddamn thing.
Much gratitude.
You feel me? Much gratitude. Because I'm allowed to be, you ask me for who I really am.
Right.
And a lot of people don't want that. They want the
personality.
They want the
character.
personality. They want they don't want the father, like the struggles that I go through. You know what I'm saying? As a man, like, what? I go through hell, bro. I go through hell mentally sometimes as a man. You feel me? But I'm finding ways to process it. I understand my triggers. I understand. What I do is I learn to identify. When you can be transparent with yourself and identify where or why do I do this, what caused this, then you can learn how to target when somebody's triggering you or you're being triggered in that situation on how to control it, because all we doing is being fucking idiots. You running into the same fucking wall every single time and you wondering why I ain't stopped dealing with these fuck niggas or dealing with these nutty ass baby moms, dude, because you didn't change nothing about yourself. Correct. We are a mirror image of the people that we attract.
Correct. Now, we went way further than I expected to go because I still wanted to talk about what happened when you got incarcerated when you were 14.
Okay, what happened when I got incarcerated when we was 14, I was with a group of friends and we was, hanging out talking shit. And I was one of them little boys that used to be like, yeah, all right, we already say, I come up with a mastermind plan and I go to the extreme with it. And everybody else that I have around me wouldn't be ready for that. And it caused me to be in and out of jail, trying to be the toughest guy, or I guess trying to build a reputation. I don't know what I was seeking at that time, but it is what it is. It made me who I am. It's not how you start the race, it's how you finish it. And my race ain't done yet.
So when we were having a phone conversation, and if you don't want to talk about it on here, that's fine. But we had a phone conversation and you were telling me about certain things that happened to you in your childhood. So we want to have a conversation and we're going to get deep because in black families, I want people to understand this, right? When I was younger, I was molested, right? And when it happened, as a boy, as men, young men growing up, we look at that as, it's a normal thing. But when it happened to the women, you get what I'm saying? It's wrong. You feel me? For me, it's wrong on both aspects because it psychologically messes with a man's mind. You get what I'm saying? As he gets older in life. Right. Especially when you have to, a lot of men ain't going to talk about it. And when you think of molestation, you think about
it's only two ways to think about it. It's either, you know, somebody did some gay shit to you or you get what I'm saying, way to go. You get what I'm saying? It's like, hoorah. But it shouldn't be that way. It shouldn't happen at all. You get what I'm saying? It shouldn't happen at all. Whereas, like, my thing is like, I don't want to talk too much about my personal situation, but I'm going to talk about the situation as a mass, because we sweep a lot of shit under the rug as black families.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? And then we wonder why our little boy, it's just like, what the shit, you got to pay attention to your children. You get what I'm saying? You let your kids sit around, you watch these movies and videos where it's like, yo, the people it's all, like I said, the influences. You get what I'm saying? You got to watch what you allow your mind to like take in as feeling right and what's feeling wrong.
Correct.
You get what I'm saying? A lot of this shit, the way the lifestyle is today, nothing is normal. We've been talking about aliens for millions of fucking years. Now all of a sudden these motherfuckers popping up everywhere.
Right. But they made us feel like it was a lie and it wasn't real.
But the thing is how do we even fucking know about it? They left enough information to. They leave little tricks behind to draw us in until somebody break the fucking code.
Exactly.
What's going on right now in the veil is being cracked in half.
Exactly.
It's being cracked in half. Everything is being exposed. Pick a side and pick your way. Do what you got to do. But you're going to learn today. You get what I'm saying? Bro, listen, when it comes to death, I done lost so many people. And it's like, when that shit happened, they just let me know how real this shit is. Like, life is real, bro, on a deeper level, but we ain't gonna go there because y'all gonna think I'm just rambling.
No, because at the end of the day, that's my frequency right there. We gonna do another one.
Yeah.
Because people aren't ready for that level of truth.
Yeah.
It's the only way to put it. People aren't ready for that level of truth. And some people say, oh, they still talking about aliens, yeah, but when one's standing in your face and ship shape right in front of you, what you going?
But they already been doing it in
but some
front of
people
us.
can't see it.
But people, all right, I had to learn this, right? When I went through my transformation, I call it my journey transformation, right? Because it developed where it started off real, like, it was real, I'm talking about, like, contemplating, like, what the fuck is going on? I was ready to die at any moment. I was in a dark ass place.
Yeah.
This was like 4 or 5 years ago during COVID, like right at the beginning of COVID. Bro, I was in a very, and y'all didn't even see it because I was outside throwing them bands around.
Yeah.
I was outside having a ball, but y'all didn't see behind the scene. I was really going through it. Like, I was losing people. I didn't know if my marriage was going to stand up. I didn't know what to do as a father. I just had my son. You get what I'm saying? It was a lot going on, and I had to go through it to get through it. And I'm here, man. I let so many people take advantage of me, use me in my dark, vulnerable spots, moments and times. You know what I'm saying? I allowed people to, like, fuck with my character, how I felt about myself. You feel me? And then one day I just woke up and was like, you know what? Fuck everybody and everything. And I did that interview, and I said it in that interview, and I'm still going to say it because I really mean it, because I'm in a place where if you need me, I got to be the greatest me to offer you any kind of my service. It's going to cost you, but I got to be the greatest me to give you what it is that you need. So you will want me to be selfish. You will want me to be selfish. You have to. You know what I'm saying?
Because you can't take care of nobody if you don't take care of yourself first. And that even goes all the way to your kids.
Yep. Like, people have, man, it's been years since I did an interview, right? But that's because I had to take time off to get my mental health right.
Wait, so I'm busting the cherry?
Pause, but yes. Pause, but yes. But
no diddy,
yeah. But yeah, this is the first interview I did in it since a year ago. But I had to get my mind right. I had to get back to me, and y'all see it. That's why I'm telling y'all. I'm demonstrating. I have a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on, a lot of greatness. And I want to see everybody win, but I can't be in every circle with everybody because the transferring of energy is real, bro. And I'm glad and I'm happy who I am, and I don't want to be nobody else but me. And I'm cool with that.
I'm glad you're married in this position, because a lot of people don't understand the transfer of energy from women.
Yeah.
and how women draw you the fuck in on purpose to steal your energy.
Yes.
And a lot of women are going to be mad at me right now for saying this, but it's the truth.
Yeah, it is.
It's a gift that they have, and a lot of them use it for evil.
But see, the thing is I have an understanding of who I am. Like, we got this thing, right? And my cousins might chop my head off, but I'm going to say this because, thank you, cuz, you know exactly what I'm about to say. We had a conversation about your batter. And it's about, like, holding on to all right, your seed is your power as a man. That's your power as a creation. Think about it like this, right?
Let's be more accurate. When he says seed, he's talking about your semen.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay, well, yeah, I'm talking about the male, like we call it batter. It's an inside thing. But you hold on to your batter, right? Because the transfer of energies is real. You got people out here and it's like a lot of women don't even know they're doing it. Some of them have daddy issues. Some of them are hurt. Some of them want attention in certain ways. You get what I'm saying? Some of them that's like what I said earlier, when it's like when I'm out at the club and the women, they all in my face, I'm watching how many other men face you in because you're looking for something. And what I got, what you're looking for, I don't have for you because I'm not willing to give it to you. So right then and there, I'm telling you off of my energy and the way I respond to you that I ain't with it. I'm cool. I don't give a fuck how big your ass is. I know that this right here, for this one moment of me busting that ass, is going to cause hell. And it might fuck my whole future up. The whole legacy. It might kill the whole generation. Because I can't control myself as a man. Nah, it's better. And this is what I learned. Men. Y'all want the key code? I'm going to give it to you. Here it is.
Talk to him.
Dog, you ain't got to fuck everything you see. You get what I'm saying? You already mentally fucking them when you stand on and you demonstrate a certain man. You get what I'm saying? Be a man first. We are men and always be a man. Don't never let a female, male, don't agree with them. If you don't agree with a female in your heart, don't allow her to make you feel any kind of way about it. I tell man, listen, I said what I said. That's called being a man because as men, we think logically. We don't think emotionally. You feel me? For us, emotions is called ego.
I'm sorry. Not all men think logically. I've ran into the most emotional men.
We supposed to though. A real man is supposed to think logically because guess what? That's how you survive in a situation.
If you're supposed to be emotionally intelligent also, but I ran into a lot of bitch ass niggas where they're the real ones.
But what come with emotionally intelligence is this, right? That come with logic. Logic goes first because logic comes off of intelligence. So if somebody was to come in here right now and I can't act emotionally, no, I gotta respond.
Exactly.
That's called logical thinking, rational thinking for protection, fight or flight.
But let me ask you something. So while you say that, right, and I hate to take you off the way that you on, because you on some shit and you telling the truth. I want you to sit back and look at a situation real quick. Without naming no names. Out of 20 niggas that you've been in around before you chilled, how many of them's fucking emotional, just like you said, will act without thinking irrational?
Hold on, I'm gonna say all of them.
Exactly.
Because guess what? I was once one of them. I was once one of them. But the thing is guess what? Everybody on the journey in life, everybody come to a time where they're learning who they are. Some people have to take losses. Some people have to take wins in order to learn who's who. You get what I'm saying? Me, I'm tired of taking losses in my life. I already said from the beginning that I deal with abandonment issues. So I got a tendency to hold on to people too long.
But you sitting in front of me talking like you talking for all men, and you just told me that half of them is bitch ass niggas basically.
Man, I'm talking about off my perception.
So you can't say men don't act with their emotions because...
No, I'm saying that. No, hold on. Time out though. But this is the thing though. Men are not supposed to.
Okay,
that's excuse my vernacular at that time if I said it wrong. So men are not supposed to. As men, when I say men first, my grandfather was a logical thinker. Like I said earlier, my grandfather bought a house and raised 4 generations. That's the man that I'm near. That's the man that I'm trying to be like. When I think I'm trying to be better. If I had any competition, it'll always be with myself first. I tell my son, don't fight me, fight the mirror. When he get mad and he falling apart, I'm mad. What you mad at? Fight the mirror. Go fight the mirror. He goes stand in the mirror. Yeah, look at yourself. You look crazy, don't you? Shut up. Yeah, wipe your face. Shut up. But guess what? I'm letting you get that emotion out because I'm allowing you to look at yourself to see what I see, bro.
Exactly.
Control that. You don't let nobody see that they get up under your skin that much.
Exactly. Because our emotions are the only thing that we have that can nobody take from us and can't nobody control. You allow them to control your emotions. You choose to act the way you act because of a situation happened. A person said, being mad after somebody does something to you is punishing yourself twice.
Yes. Because
I ain't been mad ever since.
Because you should have corrected it from the door. Like that's, listen.
I've seen that. I ain't been mad ever since.
Listen, I'm going to tell you something, right? They say that when you get to an age, I'm 41, y'all. Thank God I'm 41. I don't give a fuck how old y'all say I am and all that, and all them jokes. Listen, see me in the gym, you can't see me. But I'm 41 years old, right? And one thing I love is I'm okay with who the fuck I am. And it's one of them things where I don't want to sound cocky, but it's a privilege. It should be a privilege for you to want to be, for people to be around me. Just like it's a privilege for me to be around them, because we should be generating good frequencies to build.
That's
you get
true.
what I'm saying? So it's like you can't, I believe in everything got good and evil. Good, dark, listen. I would
duality. It's duality.
Balance, bro. Life and death, bro. Balance. Good, positive. Bad, negative. You know what I'm saying? Black, white. It's no gray. When they say no gray area, there's really no gray areas. That's what we are all fighting for in life. Is finding our purpose and our balance. You feel me? You do the right things for the wrong reasons and the wrong things for the right reasons. You get what I'm saying? It says that I'm not supposed to be killed, but if you try to kill me, I'm gonna do what's right for me to survive.
Facts. So I want to ask you a question though, because we really got off the subject.
Yeah, but
you probably like, why does this keep going back?
Nah, do what you gotta do.
I want to know, how did you deal with the molestation situation? Was it a female or?
Yeah, it was a female.
Okay, and was it a family member or?
I choose not to go to that extent into it, off of the respect of, you get what I'm saying, everybody around me. It's not like it's wisdom.
Gotcha.
You get what I'm saying? But yeah, it was somebody close. It's always somebody close.
Yeah, that's why I said always talking about strangers.
It's always
strangers.
Listen, it's always somebody close. You feel me?
Exactly.
And you know, it was like it was never a conversation or a topic. I might have talked about it with like my guy cousins and stuff, but it was just, you know, I never took it to my mom or anything like that. But just walking around like carrying that or that situation happening. And the crazy part, for a long time I buried it and I didn't even realize it until it was like, hold on, wait.
Right.
Like it was one of them type of situations. It's like, it's, and that goes back to, that's crazy. That goes back to this. A man is supposed to get over shit and move forward. We're supposed to bury our emotions, bury things.
What?
That's what we are taught by the system, or taught by,
not right.
And it's not right. And that's why right now I'm able to speak about this, because that's something that I buried to the point where it didn't even exist no more until like when I started really thinking about shit, like, yo, what the fuck was going on when I was a kid? Like, what made me this way? Why do I look at, or why am I so like overprotective? Why am I like this? Why do that look like that? And it's like, well, hold on, that happened to me in that situation when I was that age. Hold on, come here, son. Come here, son. Now it's like I'm doing this, and everybody like, dog, you better know I'm not. I've been through some shit, but that don't mean that they're gonna go through it. But in my mind, it's healing for me. You get what I'm saying? It's not nothing that's affecting me or fighting me. It's just making me aware of my surroundings when it comes to the people that I'm around. I just look at things a little bit. People say I look at things too deep. I look at things of the possibility of what could be. Because everything, like I said, the veil is being broken.
And as a Reiki practitioner, level 3 might I add, I need to let you know, and I'm a healer, I don't need to have levels and all that shit because I was born with this. Let me tell you that you are not healed from that situation.
Oh, I'm not.
And a lot of people don't understand that you need to feel in order to heal.
Yeah.
You don't allow yourself to feel situations, so you can't say that you healed from that situation.
Absolutely.
And that's why you project like that and you are so protective. But you're always supposed to pay attention anyway.
Yes. So that's what I do. But see, the thing is I'm able to say that I'm not healed, but I'm also able to say that I'm recognizing things.
Right.
So it just shows that I learned. I learned from my situation. And that's where knowledge. The knowledge is going through this situation. The wisdom is seeing and recognizing it and then understanding what is going on.
Right.
I'm not saying that I'm all the way there, but I'm there.
No, I'm
to the
not,
point where
I want people to understand that you have to take steps.
Yes, you do.
It's steps.
Yes.
It's not like, oh, you're gonna wake up and magically it's over. You have to go through a process.
Listen, I'm gonna tell you how bad it is. A lot of things will arise in your life and you won't even realize. Like, you could be talking to somebody and start over talking them. And if you take the time to think and be like, where the fuck do that? I have to catch myself doing that. Like, where the fuck do I do that at? Where did I learn that from? And then I think about my mom. Then I think about situations where I was quiet, like have to be silent all the time. So now it's like, well, now I got a voice. I got so much to say.
Right.
And now what you're doing is, when it's one of them things, the more you talk, let a person talk, the more dumb shit they start saying, or the more they start to expose.
Sure.
It's not about what they're saying, it's about let them talk long enough, they'll start. I'm giving y'all keynotes, man.
I tell everybody this, I stopped playing a part in the movie, I started watching it.
Yeah.
Because our lives is like a movie. And when you start watching the players, and the thing about that pisses me off when I'm going to say this, I hate when a person say you talking about me. No, bitch, if I'm telling the part that you played in my movie, that's not talking about you.
Can't nobody tell you why.
The fuck out my life if you didn't want to be a part of my movie, dog. So I can see if I'm saying, oh, you's a dirty bitch and this and that. No. But if I'm talking about a situation that you played a part of in my movie, my life, then that's not talking about you, motherfucker. Get your life right.
Listen,
heal from that shit.
Look, right. Shout out to my brother, man. Chrome, welcome home, man. My brother, he did 25 years, man. Listen, he just came home, and it's crazy. And I bring this up because him and my other brother is teaching my son how to play chess. Now, my son is a monster at chess. He's 7 years old.
That's good.
But the thing that I'm trying to teach him with chess is what you just said. This is your life here. Everybody on this board is a player.
Yes.
You control your life and utilize people. It's okay to use people, just don't misuse them.
Right.
You feel me? You can't come to me and say, yo, my role in your life is, you can't tell me what your role is in my life because I control my life. I'm going to tell you what role you play in my life, and if you want to accept that role, then stay. If you don't, bye-bye. Because this is my life. I have a right to, I am the creator of my story. I am the narrator. So I have control over, like I said, we are all creators. So I'm the narrative of my story. I have a right to say, I don't want to deal with this person. I don't want to deal with that person. And I can come to you and tell you how I feel about it for real, if I have to. And that goes to everyone, you know.
That is right. And that's the adult way to go about it anyway. Because why would you want me to do anything less than that and tell somebody else what's going on and not tell you?
Man, listen. Listen, I'm trying to get away from this place like I said last time, because I feel like, you know, I love Delaware. Delaware is an amazing place. I have met some amazing people. But for me, it's like a cat. It's like you putting, a lot of times, Delaware is a retirement state. If you ain't got no money investing in Delaware, it's no need for you to live here. It's no need for you to live here. Invest your money into this place. Huh? I
said, that's another take of it.
Yeah, like if you don't have nothing invested here, go experience somewhere else, man. I'm telling you, because they tax us. Everybody else is running here, but us who live here, we being taxed. Y'all just don't know it.
I feel like that the people here try to control other people's success. And they all click up. And if you're not a part of the clique, you don't get in.
But you know what the thing is you gotta silence the world. Once you start believing in yourself, you don't give a fuck with what's going on around you.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck who fucks with me. I don't give a fuck who keeps telling me they're gonna interview with me and don't. I don't give a fuck who keeps telling me to take their shit down. I just don't give a fuck. I really don't. I'm gonna keep going. And I'm just gonna keep doing my thing.
And that's the thing, you can't allow nobody to see. We all serve a purpose in life, right? We all are. There's a hierarchy that put us here, and we all serve a purpose. You feel me? In the creation, you feel me? In the creation. So the thing is, this is something that you created. You feel me? You got to set the standard and the narrative. You feel me? You got to set the standard of what you will tolerate and what you won't tolerate in your story. You feel me?
That's correct.
You doing powerful things. You feel me? You doing powerful things. I see it going up. I see it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially when you get some women that sit like more than one. Like I see this going bigger. Like I'll give it to you later. I ain't gonna give you what I see on camera because y'all like to steal out here. Y'all like to steal people joy. Y'all like to steal people joy. Y'all like to steal people joy.
They damn sure do.
Y'all like to steal people joy, man.
They'll try to steal your joy. But one thing that they can't do is steal the fucking thing from me. They can slow some shit down or whatever.
They can't slow nothing down.
They can slow down as far as them, their part.
I know the camera's on, right?
But I'm gonna walk around that bitch and do something else.
Nah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna kick that motherfucker open. I'm gonna kick it open.
I heard that.
I'm gonna kick it down, bro. I'm telling you. Listen, demonstration only. I got my Timbs on. I'm on my journey, y'all. I'm on a journey, y'all. You're more than welcome to, like, you know, stay away.
What journey? Man,
I'm on it, man. Listen, I'm seeking the higher self. I'm in touch with the highest part of myself at this point in time in life. I feel like right now at this moment. I can say that right now. Tomorrow, I don't know. And even me speaking into the atmosphere, you know what I'm saying? I could be, you know, but I understand it. I understand it.
That's right.
I'm on a journey. I can't speak on it. I'm gonna leave it alone. I ain't even gonna try to explain it to y'all.
I was about to say, sometimes you gotta keep that shit to yourself.
I'm gonna leave it to myself. I ain't even gonna explain it.
Sometimes you definitely gotta keep that shit to yourself because
cut that one out. You can't take that out.
Listen, I ain't cutting out no fucking thing.
Nah, I thought it's 607 on.
Yeah, don't say nothing that you don't want to say on.
Yeah, I got you.
I ain't editing.
I'm cool.
But at the end of the day, you know, I feel like you got your head on right.
Thank you.
You're going in a good direction. I'm not going to get on here and ask you, are you single? Because many times you mentioned your wife. Shout out to your wife.
Yes, ma'am.
Because it takes a strong woman to build a strong man. And people don't get that when I say that. Oh, yeah, a man can build his fucking self. I get it. But if you don't have a strong woman beside you, and you got a woman that's unhealed and she's toxic, you can't be your full potential.
Absolutely. Now, I wouldn't say if she's toxic because sometimes, guess what? It's something called trauma bonding. They say trauma bonding is bad, but sometimes trauma bonding is good. You feel me?
I don't agree with that, but okay.
Trauma bonding
Let me know your take of that.
So trauma bonding, right? When I met my wife, I don't want to tell her story too much, but she lost a lot of people. A lot of key factor, important people, pinnacles. Like I'm talking about mother, father, brothers, you know what I'm saying? That type of situation, like those type of people. And when I had to go through my situation, when I took a lot of loss, you feel me? We bonded off of that because she went through that.
Right.
But at the same time, she had to face her healing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So it was a toxic situation, but she knew what was up. You feel me? Like she could coach me through it, I guess.
Right. So you think that's what brought y'all together?
Nah.
Because even her trauma and your trauma, those are things that would tear you apart.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the strength that y'all put together to stay together.
I don't know where it came from. I don't know. I ask myself that all the time, bro. Excuse me, I'm sitting there looking at my lips and stuff.
Yeah, because I heard somebody talk shit about your lips before.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm saying. I don't care, man. Listen, rather than cut, man, I'm here. I did that. I'm here. Listen, I'm giving you me. But I don't, like, it's funny because sometimes I ask myself a lot, like, how did I get here in my relationship? I don't even know. It was one of them things where I was just trying shit. I wanted something new. I was just trying shit and I just stuck with it. And it got better and better. It got worse, then it got better, then it got worse, then it got better. And then not only that, like, my daughters, when it comes to my daughters, I talk about my son a lot, but my daughters went through some trauma. You feel me? Like, my daughters went through, I got a lot of work to do with them. I'm their only parent, really. You feel me? I like,
maybe I can get them on here too.
yeah, like my daughters, man. I got a 14-year-old who lost her mother. You know what I'm saying? And I don't want to speak about it too much because out of respect of everybody's emotions in the situation, but it's a hard situation to deal with. But we getting through it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
She's an awesome, amazing student at school. You feel me? She started high school. She getting good grades and stuff. But it's like I know I understand what is ahead of me with dealing with what I have on my plate, and it's amazing to have somebody who have had similar experiences.
Right.
To be there. This is no coincidence. Like, the way her dad is and what he went through is similarity to what I went through. You know what I'm saying? And then she's going through what my daughters went through. It's crazy. It's crazy. But it's not crazy. It is what it's supposed to be.
I understand that. I just feel like when we are there for our children in a manner of allowing them to express themselves fully, like what your daughter is going through, then that's a different type of parent. Because if you try to be real constricted and mean and all that shit, you'll never get to know how she's feeling inside about her mom being gone and what you can do for her to help her cope with the situation. You can't never replace the parent, but
it's hard because a lot of times, you know what I used to go through, and I used to run from this. And it used to be like, it'd be times and moments where I'd be in the household, but I wouldn't be there. I wouldn't spend no time with her. You feel me? And I used to sit back and I'd be like, well, what do I say? You know what I'm saying? What am I supposed to say?
Right.
So I used to walk up on her and be like, baby girl, you all right? She'd be like, hey, yeah, I'm cool. Why you keep on asking me that? But in her mind, she might be like, I'm not registering this right now, but you keep on bringing it up. And I know you. So it's like I had to learn. You get what I'm saying? Then I was, put it this way. I wanted to be a man. I asked to be a man. I asked to be the greatest man I could be. And the universe put me in a situation and all the predicaments for that to be that.
That's right.
He put me in, he tested me, and I'm being tested in all ways. You want to be a man? Well, man is being a father. Do you want to do this? Well, guess what? You already be a single father. You got to do this. You know what I'm saying?
Telling people be careful what you ask.
Yeah.
Because the universe gonna give it to you.
Oh, you wanted a wife. You want a wife. Yeah, I'm going to give you a wife. She's going to be everything you need, but she's going to be everything you don't want at times. Deal with it.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Oh, you want a woman like your grandma that's going to... This is what I asked for.
Yeah.
And if I ask for it, I got to take it. I'm not turning back. Accountability is key. If I fucked up, I fucked up.
That was just like, that ain't nothing bad.
Okay.
You know. But at the end of the day, it might be our cue to let this go. Because it damn sure got dark on us.
Yeah, I'm black as shit too.
It ain't that dark, but you know I don't know how to edit.
Yeah.
But we are running up on the hour, so we can do a part two.
We can do a part two. I'm here for it. We ready to do a part two.
Yeah,
and this time when I do my part two, I'm gonna bring one of my friends with me.
I heard that.
I'll bring some of my friends with me.
Well, much gratitude for coming on my platform, spending time with me, and much gratitude for everyone watching.
Yep. Thank you, sis. Keep doing what you're doing, man. This was a great conversation, great open topic. Y'all got to meet the real me. Now I'm ready to go cause some chaos and be the other person.
All right.